and this is the run-up to it. Armageddon is here. The coming across the Euphrates is here. The three demons, like frogs going to battle, are coming in the middle of that. All of them are these bowls. Sorry, I didn't have a bowl. I just have a pot. But you know what I mean. You kind of understand what it is. It's something being poured out. And the first one are these sores we're looking at. The seas become blood, and all die. Now look at the parallelism. When we were down here in the trumpets, only a mountain hit the oceans, and only a third of all the creatures died. A burning, mountain or something came down and hit, and a third of the trees died. But here, it doesn't talk about the trees. But then the rivers and waters, a third were destroyed. All are destroyed. Here, a third of the sun, all of the sun. So you see, there's a little bit of parallelism. But the big thing about chapter 16 is it goes from the judgment of the thirds to the judgment of the all. God finally says, all the lights are going out. All the water is being poisoned. And that shows it's getting faster and faster and faster until the culmination, because Armageddon is interrupted by the second coming. You understand that? Armageddon battle, it's a unique battle. There aren't any shots fired. They're all gathering to fight God, and God the Son shows up, we'll see in chapter 19. And he just speaks, and they just all die. It's amazing. Okay, point number 2. Verse 3. The second angel comes out of the temple and pours his bowl on the sea, and it becomes like the blood of a dead man. And every, not a third, every creature alive in the oceans, they cover 78% of the surface of the earth. That means more than 3/4 of every living thing dies instantly right there. And the third angel poured his bowl on the rivers and springs of water, the Great Lakes and all these beautiful lakes everyone fishes in up here in the Adirondacks, and they become blood, which makes them undrinkable. And I heard now this is curious, I underlined it because I didn't want you to miss that. The angel of the waters. You see, the mythology and the Greek pantheon and all the religions of the world all talk about deities associated with water, oceans, storms, everything. Did you know that every error usually has a little grain of truth in it? God does watch over everything, and he does have an angel of the waters. Earlier, I didn't emphasize it to you. It talked about the angel that had to do with fire. And there's the angel that has to do, I already told you, with Greece and with Persia and everything else. And so God is far more involved in everything around us than most of us really think about. But the angel of the waters said, "You are righteous, O Lord, the one who is and was and is to be," which talks about, remember, God's eternality, his self-existence. Remember way back first week, we talked about all those 25 attributes of God? The attributes of God are more illustrated in Revelation than any other book in the Bible. The book of Revelation is probably the most complete revelation of the character of God, and it is absolutely the most complete revelation of Jesus Christ. Now remember, that's one question on your test. The first verse of this book, it's the only book in the Bible that the first verse actually gives the theme in such a clear way, and that is, the first word of this is apocalypsis, that means unveiling, of Jesus Christus, Jesus Christ. So Jesus Christ is unveiled as what? That's what I've been telling you every hour. All that I need. The whole book is unveiling Jesus Christ is what I need when I'm like John in chapter 1, lonely, when I'm like the churches in chapter 2 and 3, kind of not doing what I'm supposed to do, when I'm like the saints wondering where I'm headed, that's chapter 4 and 5, Jesus is all I need, I'm going to worship him, and Jesus is all I need to make sense of the world, that's 6 to 18. And Jesus is all I need to right all wrongs, that's chapter 19. And Jesus is all I need to clean up the environment, because that's what he does in chapter 20. And Jesus is all I need forever, that's 21 and 22. See, the whole book is about Jesus, revealed as all I need. For they have shed the blood of the saints and the prophets, and you've given them blood to drink. It's their just due. God is not mocked. Whatever you sow, you'll reap. The world reaped the wrath of God because of their horrible things they've done.